Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. Listen, bro. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is clearly the most significant fight in a lightweight division. Specifically, it's 1,000 times more significant than motherfucking Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield, bro. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live Sunday mornings with KQKC Boxing Network at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. First and foremost, you got a lot of people, bro, that won't give credit when someone sparks a thought in their mind. I'm not one of those people. So before I even get started in the video, I want to let y'all know, go subscribe to BFTB Boxing, BFTB Sports. It's the same person, 2 channels, 1 person, 2 channels. Go check them out. My homie doing his thing over there, right? One of the best doing this shit, talking boxing on YouTube. He gave me this idea because I was over there listening to his live stream. I was, you know, every time he go live, I'm hitting the like button. Sometimes I comment, sometimes I don't. But I'm over there, I'm listening. I was listening for about 15 minutes. Then he was talking Shakur and Schofield. Then he said, which fight is more significant? Shakur Stevenson. He said, no, which fight is, there's not a more significant fight than Shakur Stevenson versus Schofield in the lightweight division. First off, nigga, you crazy. Tank versus Roach. What? So Tank versus Roach. Fuck you talking about? Right? And he like, oh, hell nah, this nigga don't believe this shit. KO, you don't believe this shit. I'm like, bro, I believe it, but I ain't trying to distract from the show. Do your thing. Keep cooking, fam. You know what I mean? And so I hit him up. I say, bro, you gave me a great idea for a video. I'm about to do this video, Tank versus Roach, shitting on fucking Shakur versus Schofield. He's like, do your motherfucking thing. I'm like, bet. And y'all might get us debating this shit later on. Who fucking knows? It might fucking happen. We love to prove our motherfucking point. So you might get this debate in the near future. Who fucking knows? But I do want to shout him out and say go subscribe to his channel. Go show the brother love. Go show my homie love, my brother love. Because this video, you wouldn't be getting this shit from me if it wasn't for me listening to him. So I got to give him his respect and I got to shout him out. Now, let's talk about the content of the video. There is no fucking way, bro, that Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield is more significant than Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. It's clear in the definition of the word, right? Significant, sufficiently great, or important to be worthy of attention, noteworthy. Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield is not fucking noteworthy. Number one, it's not worthy of attention. It is, by the definition of the word significant, Tank versus Roach is more significant because more people care about it. More people talk about it. More people care about it. And the reason why is because Tank is just more significant than every other fighter combined. He got a bigger fan base and and more haters than Lamont Roach, Shakur Stevenson, and Floyd Schofield combined, bro. More people care about Tank Davis, whether it be negative or positive, combined than Roach, Shakur, and Schofield put together. So just by nature of Tank Davis being in the fight against Lamont Roach, it's more significant than Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield because Tank Davis is just a more significant name in the world. In the world of boxing, in the world in general, in hip hop culture, whatever, in sports, he's just a more significant name. His name draws more attention. His name is more noteworthy. Right? So, right off the rip, by nature of Tank Davis being in the fight, it's more significant than Shakur Stevenson in motherfucking Floyd Schofield, bro. It just is, bro. Right? Then you take into effect the promoters, whether it's Premier Boxing Champions, Riyadh season, Matchroom and shit. Boxing is telling you Tank versus Roach is more significant because it's a motherfucking main event. Shakur Stevenson is buried on the undercard. And I understand, oh, come on, bro. But Turbiev involved is the main event, undisputed, light heavyweight division, bro. True, this their second fight, bro. They going back for the second time, so that's why Shakur ain't the main event. Okay, cool. If that's why he ain't the main event, why my nigga couldn't even get the co-main? Why they got him up underneath Dubois, Daniel Dubois, and Joseph Parker, bro? He's up underneath Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. How can you be the most significant fight in the goddamn division when you're not even the most significant fight on your own fucking card? Is there any world that you live in where Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker will be over Tank Davis versus anybody on anybody's card? Significant, sufficiently great, important, to be worthy of attention, noteworthy. If it's so worthy of attention, if Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield is so worthy of our attention, tell that to all the content creators that don't fucking talk about that fight and talk about Tank and Lamont Roach instead. Tell that to the fight fans that talk about Tank versus Roach more than Shakur versus Schofield, bro. Tell that to them. Tell them that shit, bro. Because boxing ain't treating it like it's more significant. So it's on the undercard. Tank is the main event. Another reason Tank versus Roach is more significant. Sorry, bro. It just is what it is. Then, if you really break it down, the only reason that Shakur versus Schofield is getting attention is two things. The status of Shakur Stevenson, right? The status of Shakur Stevenson and where he's at in his motherfucking career. And I'm going to explain that. And then, because people were looking for an excuse to hate on Tank Davis. Well, let's talk about why people are even trying to say that this fight could be significant at all. Number one, would anyone be saying this if you thought Shakur Stevenson was truly who he says he is? If you truly thought Shakur Stevenson was pound for pound top fighter in the world, co-signed by Bud, co-signed by Andre Ward, co-signed by Floyd Mayweather as the most skilled in the division, if people truly believed that, how can this fight also be significant? Because he is fighting a fucking prospect who's had one 12-round fight in his entire career, whose best fucking fight is against Rene Tellez Giron, bro. Rene Tellez Giron is Schofield's best fucking opponent. Shakur is fighting against a prospect who has no experience at the championship level. Tank Davis is fighting a world champion. Shakur is fighting against a prospect who has one 12-round fight. Tank Davis is fighting somebody who's been 12 rounds multiple times. Shakur Stevenson is fighting a prospect whose best fucking opponent is Rene Tellez Giron, bro. Tank Davis is fighting somebody who has been in the ring with Hector Luis Garcia. Someone who has been in the ring with Jamel Herring. By nature of just the opponent, Tank is in a more fucking significant fight, bro. He's in a more significant fight. But it's because people don't truly believe Shakur Stevenson is who he says he is. That's why they're calling this fight significant. Because if he was who you truly believed him to be, no way somebody of Floyd Schofield's caliber should be a significant fight for him. You know how Tank Davis versus Frank Martin wasn't a significant fight. It was just a good fight. No one was like, yo, this is significant. This fight is the most significant fight in the fucking lightweight division, bro. This is the most significant fight in the lightweight division. No, niggas was like, yo, it's a good fight. I'm fucking with it. Black athletic fighter. Tank and never fought one before. Frank looked good against motherfucking Michelle Ali Rivera. He done fought Olympian Artem and shit. Frank Martin had better experience than Floyd Schofield. So if Tank versus Frank is just a good fight and it's not the most significant fight in the lightweight division, how the fuck is Shakur versus Schofield not simply just a good fight instead of being the most significant fight in the lightweight division, bro? Tank fought Frank. Frank is better than Schofield, bro. More proven, more experienced. Fought better opponents. But it's because people don't believe Shakur Stevenson is who he says he is, which is why people are trying to gas this fight. Only reason this fight get gassed because people don't really believe in Shakur Stevenson. The reason people are downplaying Tank versus Roach because people really know Tank is that nigga, bro. It's a difference, fam. It's a motherfucking difference, bro. Then you look at Shakur Stevenson trash ass performance against Arden. If he trash ass performance against Edwin De Los Santos, fucking lead hand injury. The only reason this fight is intriguing to some people is because Shakur Stevenson looked like he might be overhyped with his most recent performances, and he's coming off of a motherfucking injury. Let's just keep it 100, bro. The only reason people are saying that shit is because his hand injury, because it's his right hand, so that's the hand he jabbed with. That's fucking important for him. And that's his check right hook, too, is important. Off the back foot, one of the things he loves to do the most is check right hook. Well, his fucking right hand is coming off, so we got coming off an injury. So we got questions. Is the motherfucking hand gonna be right? And his jab, that's one of the most important things he does, is try to fucking jab and shit. Use his lead hand and shit. Well, his lead hand was fucked up. So the only reason people are trying to act like it's significant because you have so many questions surrounding Shakur Stevenson, bro. Just because he been putting on trash-ass performances, just because he been looking suspect out here, just because he coming off of an injury, let's not gas him up and make it seem like he's fighting a better opponent than who Tank Davis is fighting, bro. People are penalizing Tank for being so great and knocking everything out. So it's like, yo, Lamont, Roach, Tank Davis is trash. Shakur versus motherfucking Schofield, that's the motherfucking fight. It ain't Tank's fault that he knocked shit out and Shakur Stevenson promises to knock shit out, then don't. It ain't Tank Davis' fault that he continues to perform at a high level and Frank Martin, Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia, he just stop shit. And Shakur Stevenson lands the least amount of punches ever in a motherfucking fight against Edwin Davis Santos. That's nobody's fault but his own, bro. But when you really take a step back, and I end the video with this, if you take a step back, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach in the lightweight division is more significant than Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield in the lightweight division because Tank Davis is a big name. And he is more significant in boxing in general than Lamont Roach, Shakur Stevenson, and Floyd Schofield combined. So it's more significant simply because Tank Davis is in the fight. Sorry, bro. It is more noteworthy. What's the definition again now? It is more noteworthy. It is more great. It is more important. It is more worthy of attention because Tank Davis is more noteworthy. Because Tank Davis is more worthy of attention. Because he is considered to be greater than all of them fighters combined. That's reason one. Reason two, it's more significant because the promoters have spoken. Tank Davis is a main event on a fucking pay-per-view. Shakur is third down from the card. Tank versus Roach is more fucking significant. Opponents. Floyd Schofield is nowhere near as proven as Lamont Roach. He's only fought 12 rounds one time, Lamont Roach multiple times. He's never fought for a world title. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's never fought for a world title. Lamont Roach has already defended his world title. The only thing that you can simply say in Floyd Schofield's favor is he's a 135-pounder KO. Who gives a fuck? Lamont Roach is proven to be a better fighter in general. He has better experience in general. He's a more decorated amateur in general. He has better experience in general. That's another reason that is more significant. And most importantly, significant, noteworthy, worthy of attention, sufficiently great. It is great for the sport of boxing. It is more noteworthy for the sport of boxing here in America because Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is here in America, bringing money into American boxing, growing the sport here in America, and giving American fight fans something to go to. It is more significant because Shakur Stevenson versus Schofield is buried on a fucking undercard in Saudi Arabia, and it does nothing for Shakur Stevenson's brand. It does nothing for Floyd Schofield brand. It does nothing for the health of the sport here in America. For them to be fighting over there in Saudi Arabia. Tank versus Frank was significant because it was here. Tank versus Lamont Roach is more significant because it's here. And it grows the sport here. And it generates revenue here in America. Shakur versus Floyd Schofield, they both getting paid. They getting their money. But how does that help the sport here in America? How does that help Shakur Stevenson's brand here in America? By definition of the word, those are the reasons that Tank versus Lamont Roach is a more significant fight than Shakur Stevenson versus Schofield. Tank is fighting a better fighter. Tank is growing the sport and generating revenue. Tank is a bigger name than all of them. Tank is a main event. Like, it's literally every metric that you can use to judge this shit. Tank versus Roach is more significant. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me down this. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all soon. Peace. Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.